So thank you, Dwayne. So before I get started, I want to take a moment to thank all the top-notch data partners. Like Gene said, without you guys, this would be a whole lot harder. And then also to thank Gene and Chad and the rest of the Sandbox team. You guys have put together a really amazing community of people. It's really inspiring. So Kyper has decided to specifically focus on the interface between data publishers and fintech developers. So right now, integrating with multiple data sources is costly and time-consuming. In particular, developer teams need to have an exceptionally large and widely diverse skill set on their team. And this is because they have to accommodate the design and engineering decisions that were made by each one of the data publishers. This could be different programming languages, different formats. They have to learn and understand all of these in order to access the data. And it's not uncommon that they spend all of this time and effort only to find out that there's some fatal flaw that's going to destroy the project before they can actually generate revenue from it. So this process is repeated with every single company for every single data publisher that they need to access. And the end result is massive systemic duplication of effort. So this is where Kyper comes in. We've decided to try to remove the friction from this ecosystem by providing data as a service. So with Kyper, developers can quickly get access to data. They can prototype their ideas. They can validate the business cases. And ultimately, they can implement the data and quickly get to ROI. So what does this look like in practice? For publishers, we provide a portal so that they can quickly and easily skin it, provide their own branding and messaging. They can add images, logos, color schemes to really make it feel like an extension of their own brand. Is it? Okay. And once their data is integrated with our platform, they can slice and dice a single monolithic data product into an entire suite of data products at a variety of price points. So now I'm going to hand it over to Andrew, who's going to show you what it looks like from the developer perspective.
All right. So if you are a developer, this is awesome. Trust me, because I am one. So it's really easy in just a few clicks to find a data set that's interesting to you or useful, read about it, and pick the exact product that you want. One click and you can subscribe to it for the price that you're willing to pay, and you can basically start using it immediately. So once you get into the subscription here, you can jump right into the API Explorer and use interactive documentation to see the data you have access to right away. Then you can go into a developer mode basically and pick a language that you're interested in working in, plug in the parameters, and see exactly the call that you have to make to get the data that you see on screen. When you're done, the call is right there for you. You can see that if you copy this straight into your code, you can start using it right away. So what does that actually mean? Well, to prototype this, I made an application that worked with 4 different data sets from 4 different data publishers, did it alone, and from the time that we had the idea to the time that the application was finished, only 1 day had actually elapsed. So I'm going to show you that application now. This is a comprehensive finance application. You start by putting in a ticker that you're interested in, and now we're going to put in Tesla. So you can see that you get the stock price for Tesla for the past 3 years for the data that we have. Now I'm going to overlay earnings events for those years. You can see the dots on the timeline. Then we're going to overlay some Wikipedia traffic for the Tesla Wikipedia page. And the whole thing is interactive. So if you want to get a better look at any of these correlations, you can do so. You can continue to get information on specific events. And if you want to know what happened at any one of these events or drops, you can just click on it, and you can get news that's relevant to what happened. This is just a sample app that we built in a day because of Kyper. So turn it back over to Adam.
So at the end of the day, really what we're trying to make possible is for the data publishers to be able to access new customers and new markets, to really respond to the requests that they're getting from customers and trends that they're seeing, to be able to create new data products off of data sets that they already have, but maybe tailored to a specific niche. And then for developers, we want to make sure that they can get up and running really quickly. They usually don't have a lot of time to waste. They need to figure out if they have any hidden assumptions, whether they can really move forward with a data set, and ultimately how they can generate ROI quickly so that they can then use their budget to go back and buy more data. So thank you for your time today.